Hey guys, Jared Waldman with Krav Maga United. So today I'm going to take you through the entire yellow belt curriculum. Okay guys, so inside defense, we talked about in our stance video, our inside defense, our shoulders, hips are square. Both my hands are equidistant to my opponent. I'm inviting the punch. What I mean by this is that I'm open my hands up nice and wide outside of his shoulders so he sees a clear path to my face. I want to sucker him in. So if he starts throwing that punch, it makes one easy movement for me. I go to the inside with my hands, hence inside defense. From my fingertips to my elbow is my defending surface. Optimal defending surface is the palm heel of my hand. The reason being is that as he throws that punch, I can make a quicker redirection by sending energy to my palm. It sends his punch off with his own power and energy much faster. However, if he goes low, I got my elbow form to make that same defense. If he goes higher, I've got my palm. Again, my goal is to send my energy slide all the way to his shoulders. I'm rotating my body just like I would for a punch myself. So as I move in and he moves in, his own power takes his punch offline. And later on when we add our counterattacks, you'll see I'm much better position. He's in a vulnerable position. Inside defense, same thing when the lead hand comes. Again, my goal when I see the punch coming is to defend as close to the knuckles as I possibly can. And I like to think about shaving the hair off his arms all the way down the shoulder. The more I go in, the more his punch goes away. And that allows me, again, to get my counterattacks off as well. All right, a couple of things we're gonna do with our inside defense is not only am I making a hand defense, which is redirecting his power, I'm also making a head defense, taking it slightly offline, but still my weight's even so that I can go in and attack. So my hand leads, and then my head, as added insurance, goes offline as a head defense. Ideally, I wanna drive with weight. So once I make contact with this defense, my arm, my hand cannot move. Because the more I keep it rigid and the more I drive in towards his shoulder or the center of his body, notice how now his weight is off balance because his own power is being affected by my arm being straight and driving to the shoulders. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. All right guys, so inside defense with counters in Krav Maga, principles are we defend and attack together whenever possible. No ifs, ands, or buts. Reason being is I can defend all day long, punches coming at me. Eventually he's gonna get through and build that momentum. But if he punches me and I attack him at the same time, now I'm taking his mind off offense for a second and putting it on defense. That gives me that tactical advantage to get in and finish the fight or get away, live the fight another day. So against the right punch, when we have time, we see it coming, the first opening is the lower rib area. Okay, as he extends his punch, he leaves himself open. I combine the two hands at the same time. My defending hand goes, my punching hand goes. Second counterattack from here, I make a hook here because as he recoils, all I want to make sure is that his hand isn't high enough to protect his face. He's bigger than me, so what's going to happen? He's actually going to pull me in and make my punch, the second punch, that much more powerful, along with me bursting in with that second punch. So two hands go, boom, counterattack, boom. Now I take a slight angle of attack. Elbow is down as if he had a knife. So if he tries to rotate or turn in on me, I've got the ability to keep that weapon away. I have a different angle of attack. He's more vulnerable to me. If I don't have as much time, my counterattack is most likely gonna come over the top, right? A little bit later in the sequence, but however, I wanna get that counterattack off as close as possible to my initial defense. Okay, so as I'm sliding towards the shoulder, now I can bring that counterattack over the top. Boom, I still continue to come inside, in case he has that edged weapon or a sharp object, I can still get to the inside for control and finish. Now we get to the left side, simultaneous counterattack, okay? I wanna make sure that I'm not redirecting the punch down because then it won't allow me to make contact. So my redirection, again, shaving the hair off the arm straight to the shoulder. The more I go in, the further the punch goes away, allows me clear path, boom, to his chin. That's my first initial counterattack. On my recoil, as I bring that left hand back, he brings his hand back, boom, there's my second counterattack. Could be straight right, could be overhand, could be elbow, all depending on the height difference and the timing of my attack. So again, that jab comes, simultaneous counterattack, follow up with multiple counterattacks, we get in, we finish. That's inside defense with counter.